Hello, this is Tanya from Love Goddess Tarot, and today I'd like to do a love reading for you regarding how to overcome disappointment in your love life. I feel that 2023 for a lot of you has brought some challenges, especially to do with love, and you've been pushed and stretched beyond what you're used to. And as a result, you may have felt quite confused and at times anxious and overwhelmed. So if this resonates for you and you felt disappointed, and for some of you there's a deep disappointment that goes way further than any relationship issues you've had. If that resonates for you, it's interesting because for the whole month of December, the Seven of Cups has been the overall energy around relationships. And this so speaks about your hopes and fears. And it causes confusion because you don't know what is real and what is not. This is always the card for me of illusion around relationships, not knowing which direction to take, not knowing where it's going, not knowing if it'll take off, feeling confused at your significant person's feelings, or feeling confused with your love life in general. And so the universe brings you this place, and Spirit says that this period too has been necessary so that you would focus more on yourself, on your inner world, and that you were making the changes within and the shifts were happening within, so that for 2024 you're going to be able to move forward in a whole new way. You've done a lot of changes, and so I see sort of the first part of 2024, by around February time, you'll be ready to start moving forward. For a lot of you, the grieving process would have ended. The sense of loss, of deep wounds that you may have been healing this year will have come to a closure. There's closure, and so there's movement forward around February. It's just a time estimation in 2024. There's been a lot of disappointment for a lot of you, and this comes in various forms. Sometimes it can simply be familial disappointment. A lot of reflection has happened in 2023 around family, and perhaps looking back on, the tools that you needed to have healthy relationships. Perhaps they weren't given to you through your growing up years. And there's a lot of pain and heartache to do with the past, and to do with cups spilt and relationships gone awry. For some of you, you're just doing a complete look at all the relationships in your past that never worked out, and it's brought you perhaps into contact with some of your deeper parts that are really, really struggling with a sense of loss. Perhaps in truth, even if you're very strong on the outside, deep within you there's a very sensitive and tender part that really struggles with loss. And it's time to embrace this part, because to me it feels like it's been isolated. Perhaps you've suppressed this. Perhaps you viewed this as weak. Perhaps grief has not been something that you've allowed yourself to feel. Well, before 2024 starts, you've still got some time to look at what has hurt you, what has disappointed you, and what has made you feel sad. Also to remember that this cloaked figure, shrouded in grief, is not seeing the wonderful filled cups that are yet to come. So this is not an ending, but only an ending to a way, perhaps a pattern that you've had sort of repeated unconsciously in your relationships. And perhaps there's an awareness that has sort of come in with what you can change to choose better relationships, to have better relationships, or even within a relationship, what is necessary for you to move forward. There are many of you for 2023 that have experienced some significant breakup, and perhaps this was the turning point for you to start anew and to really get clear on your journey, what it is you need. I see a lot of you suppressing your own feelings to please others, or perhaps to having always been there for everybody else but yourself. This is calling you. This is calling the part of you that needs you the most right now. And so for 2024, there's a sense that you're finally leaving the past behind. And for some of you, this means leaving behind things as you know them to be. And this is a brand new journey, and perhaps quite frightening in some way because it's so new. But something has made you turn around and walk away from what you have previously known. And for all of us, we've been going through big shifts, and specifically perhaps this shows up in our love lives, because the answer to love is always within oneself. So as you move through 2024, there will be offers of love. There will be renewed love possibilities, renewed enthusiasm to do with love. And someone certainly is coming in for you with an offer, a cup of love. This is honest and earnest. This is not something you need to fear. Perhaps it's just something you need to say, is the timing right for me to accept this? Well, here it is. You've asked for this. You've manifested. Here it is. And what's coming in, with the King of Cups, it doesn't matter whether you're male, female, gender neutral, trans, or, you're gay. It doesn't matter, because this King of Cups represents a person coming into your space who's holding out to you everything you desire. This is an emotionally sensitive soul, and they come in with the right ingredients to make love work. So I feel for you, a lot of you, 2024 is your year for meeting a soul partner, a soul mate, and a soul connection. And if you haven't met them yet, they are sure to come. And it does feel as if this person is coming in with some sort of ideas and offers. I get a very creative, I get a very someone with really good ideas, a soul who's coming in perhaps even to help you in some way in business, or perhaps to help you in some way guide you forward in other areas of your life. They seem very learned, they seem very knowledgeable, and a lot of what they know is through their own inner wisdom. They can be still younger, but they have a feeling of an old soul, and that sense that they're very learned and have gained wisdom through experience and can now guide you in some area of your life. So this is really beautiful. I do get a sense of someone that is interested in the traditional. There's a spiritual connection between the two of you, as well as something more traditional. So if marriage is something you are interested in, marriage is definitely on the cards with this union. And whatever marriage means to you, remember, it can be a hand-tying ceremony. It can be an exchange of vows, an exchange of love. All this has meaning because it's energy being exchanged. There's definitely an energy exchange going on between you. And it's something to look forward to, and is something really positive. And we do see a lot of wands coming in. So with this, for some of you, this is finally the right place. It's time. You're moving forward. You've had some disappointments in your past, but you're now moving forward to better days and better times ahead. And you're looking forward. There's all this possibility ahead for you with this person. Now, I always find it interesting when the Queen of Cups comes up, and she has come up many a time because she is the card of reflection. She's the energy of reflection. She represents you in whatever human body you may be. It's about reflecting, about what is needed. And the way to move through disappointment is to prioritize your own needs. It's to remember what you truly need. And perhaps you have betrayed yourself in some ways in your relationships by giving too much to the other and not enough to yourself. There always needs to be a give and take. And for a lot of you, you've been reflecting on the one-sidedness of your relationships. Well, now's the time to move through that and really honor your needs. And this is how you're going to get through this disappointment. There is a sense that as you fill your own cup, you start to recognize actually how happy you are, how fulfilled you are with your own energy, with what you give to yourself. If you do this for yourself, disappointments will be a thing of the past. So there's a lot of joy, happiness, and fulfillment coming in. And of course, we know that no matter what, there are still challenges, and the mind will come in and try to change direction from time to time. And what it's saying is, do not let your mind fool you into that state of leaving the present moment. Because in this present moment, when you've done the work and you're giving to yourself, you are fulfilled. And perhaps the most important thing for this year, no matter whether you're in a relationship or not, is going to be that sense of being connected to yourself, completely connected to yourself. If you stay connected to yourself, you will find that this year you will attract in someone of like mind, someone that actually resonates and wants the same things as you, because you're no longer afraid of them. Remember, the Seven of Cups is past. The illusion, the confusion is past. Don't hold on to it. Let it go. And what was will not always be so. Everything is a lesson. It's just an experience that you're having. And sometimes we as humans, we hold on so tightly to something that is really just so fleeting and changing, which is what the emotions are. They do change and they do move. Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. And this is something to remember for 2024. Choose love. The experiences you have, you cannot control. You cannot control others and how they will treat you, but you can choose love. You can choose to not go into ego, to not go into a place where you blame yourself or you see yourself as less than worthy, less than deserving of love, because you are always loved. And love is always a choice, but love springs also from deep within. So you need to find your own well of love before you can share this with another. And I always say that deep inside yourself, you have to have a beautiful fountain of love that flows to overflowing, and you give to yourself. And that is when another can step in and share that space with you. So for 2024, leave your disappointments behind. Make this your manifestation, that everything you've experienced in 2023, no matter how hard, leave it behind. Even if your relationships have gone through challenges, make that choice. If they come with you into 2024, you're going to start afresh on a new page. I wish you a beautiful day filled with love, happiness, and joy. Please do subscribe to my channel. It does help me and it supports me. And please leave me a comment and let me know if this video resonated for you. Let me know how you're doing. Remember, you always can reach out and I will answer each and every one of you. Sending lots of love.